Go for it. Hey everybody, and welcome into the Marketing Checklist Viewcast, the live edition! Yep, there are a whole bunch of people here, and they're watching us do this live.
They are.
Wow.
Watching us.
Oh my God. It's a big difference between a podcast and a viewcast.
It is.
Live people.
Live people. No dead people.
Nope.
Today we're welcoming in Lydia Taggart from Taggart Trainings. Welcome. Thank you.
You know, that would increase our listenership if we could get dead people to tune in.
listen.
Yeah. It's a whole other demographic.
They're listening, you just can't see them.
You're right, we just can't hear them.
Just ask Terry.
So we're in a 3-story building, we're all going to the top, and we say, hey, how you doing? What do you do? What do you tell us?
I help people, mostly parents, but anyone who wants to improve their communications and communicate like they have a superpower to connect with their kids and the people around them. That's what I help with.
Wow, that's awesome. By the way, we only have 7 minutes, 21 seconds, and that was like the quickest elevator speech ever. That elevator must have been rocking.
I can talk longer.
You probably can. So is this parents, can you help business people as well, or is it mostly parents? Or
Businesses as well. Anyone who has a lack in understanding and communicating, I can help you break through that barrier.
Awesome.
What's the #1 tip that you could give our viewers?
So the #1 thing is usually the frustration is from having a goal, like say if you're at work and the boss and the coworker are not communicating well. There's something underlying that's missing to support that achievement happening.
Yeah.
So with families, my son, we wanted him to communicate and talk to people. He was nonverbal because he didn't feel safe, because he didn't have a schedule and routine. We work down the levels and find what's missing, plug it in, and watch the miracles happen.
And that happens in a lot of relationships. You know, there's that fear that, oh my goodness, that I'm not being taken care of, or there's something. And you wrote a whole book about that, didn't you?
Oh, yes, I did.
What's it called?
It's called The Frame Formula.
The Frame Formula.
Yes,
Okay.
it's your parenting source for communicating like it's your superpower.
Superpower! Wait, superpowers. Ready? There we go.
What's the most common question that people ask about your business?
I think that most people don't believe that they have a superpower that they can tap into. So they feel like it's corny or cheesy. I'm all about being cheesy.
Heck yeah, cheese is good. Corny's the best.
You can't have nachos without cheese.
Exactly. And you can't have
cheese.
salsa without corn chips.
Yeah, you gotta have some of it.
I know some people out there just said, I do just fine with vegetables.
Vegetables are better with cheese too.
Yeah.
My kids won't eat broccoli.
We just got way off track.
But it's the superpower that you have it in you, and I help you pull it out. And the most common thing is the lack of faith in themselves, that they can. And a lot of people just give up. They say, oh, it's not achieving, I'm not being fulfilled, and that's just the way it is, instead of finding the solution and working through it.
If there was a #1 fantasy lead, or some person that you wanted to talk to, do you have an idea of who that might be? Or who, if somebody's watching, who should say, wow, and point at their computer screen and say, wow, her.
School leaders, principals, I want to work with large groups. I've got a school curriculum. It should be in all of the schools, helping the kids communicate. But it's really for the teachers and the principals and any of the leaders to help the kids figure out how to manage their emotions and build trust in themselves.
How does the curriculum work? Is it like a video series?
It's a video series. It's 32 individual lessons.
Yeah.
As a video that they would access, and then it has a teacher's manual that goes along with it as handouts for the kids and activities that they do each week.
So all the kids can learn to communicate and work together better and higher self-esteem.
Yes.
They learn. Did they get their superpose?
Yes.
I forget which module that is.
Ah,
I've never seen it.
7.
I just forgot.
We know her pretty well. Go along with it.
What's the most unexpected thing that you've seen in your business?
When parents come to me, when a mother comes to me, and we talk about helping her communicate with her kids, but it turns around and helps her communicate with her husband, and it has this big ripple effect that comes back around to helping with the kids. That's my favorite.
funny how that happens.
Yeah, when someone works with you, is it a one-on-one thing, or is it, do you work with the parent and child at the same time? How does it tend to work?
Well, there's
What can they expect? when they
different
go?
ways, depending on what the person is looking for. We do one-on-one personal private coaching. We also do group coaching. Usually the parent comes to me and talks about their kid, and then they take it home and work with their kids on it. But I like to work as a group, and my favorite that I haven't done yet.
What's your
I'm
favorite?
going to tell you this before. I want to go on like a cruise or something, so there's no technology, no internet, and they have to work together.
Hmm.
Have the parents do something, have the kids do something, then they go out and play and practice and come back the next day and report and see what else they got.
We always buy the internet package.
Yeah.
We're never without our technology.
And the
It's-
kids, they could do that as a parent thing to get.
Okay, that would be fun.
with kids.
So they all put their phones and technology in a box, and you have the key to the box, and
Yeah.
that'd be fun.
For like an hour, not too long, because
Oh,
then
okay.
you have like withdrawals. But
That's called a short
We
excursion.
could make that happen.
We could.
yeah.
Okay, so if someone's listening that likes joint ventures, they like working with other businesses, is there a particular type of business that you would work with, that you would share leads with? Keep in mind your husband's over there. So yeah.
Anyone who has kids in the mix of what they're working with, or parents that maybe like they don't refer necessarily directly to them, but
Maybe a pediatrician?
pediatrician, yes.
Got it. So it's out of their scope of, I don't want to deal with that.
Yeah.
That's the
So
best
there's kind
question.
of a long list.
Okay. But we have less than a minute left.
Right.
So is there an offer you want to give our listeners? Like, should they go to your website?
They should go to my website, taggarttrainings.com.
TaggartTrainings.com, and they get
20-minute consultation free.
awesome. So thanks, Lydia Taggart, for being on with us. We appreciate having you on the Marketing Checklist Chat Viewcast. I'll get the name right someday. And thanks for listening, everybody. We'll see you later.
Short.
3.5